Open Chat Podcast won another podcast of the year, bro. They won another one after the one that they have. We have all these other podcasts who are claiming to be the best, but Open Chat Podcast, salute guys. I was very happy to see Brother Sino going to the stage to collect that award, and also the speech by Brother Mto. I like that speech, bro. Brother Sino did the same thing. His speech was top notch as well, bro. I was expecting to see Big Brother there on the stage, but I didn't see him. Why didn't you guys bring like Big Brother there? Guys, we wanted to see Big Brother and the team. As far as I'm concerned, we don't know the team, bro. The guys that we know is the girls that are always on the podcast. We also know Brother Lefa, obvious. Brother Lefa is part of the podcast. But now, sadly, he's not. It seems like Brother Lefa has been fired. And I expected to see Brother Lefa as well taking that award on the stage, guys. Why didn't you, Lefa, go there? Even if you are not invited, just go there, because you were there when you guys were asking us to vote for Open Chat Podcast to take that award of the year. Why was Brother Lefa not there? Even if you guys are not in good terms now, but you could have just included him just for the sake of, just for the sake of of us, the operators. I would have loved to see Brother Lefa there on the stage with you guys, Sino and Brother Mtu, taking the award, and also give him some time to maybe to say something to the fans, because Brother Lefa was there when you guys were building this whole thing. He was not there at the beginning, but right now, when you guys were asking us, the operators, to vote, he was there. And he played a very good role, a very big, a huge role, because he also utilized his own social media accounts to also push for this thing. Like, guys, please vote for us to win the podcast of the year. There were other podcasts that were competing with you guys, but Open Chat Podcast, obviously, you guys are the best podcast this year. You guys were the best podcast even last year. So we can't doubt that you are the best podcast. So, but right now, I was so disappointed. Let me just be honest. I was so disappointed with how you guys are taking this thing of Brother Lefa, because I saw Brother Lefa also commenting on the socials of Sino. Sino posted one of the snippets there, taking the awards there, and then he posted another one where he was with Brother Mto on the stage. And then I didn't see Brother Lefa being mentioned as well. Oh, here's another one. Brother Sino posted another post on Instagram. He mentioned everyone but Brother Lefa. I was like, let me go to the comments and see what are people saying on the comment section. I don't want to lie, bro. The operators were disappointed. I read the comments there. The operators were very disappointed on how Brother Lefa was sidelined on the whole entire thing, because we're still in the dark. We don't know what happened between Brother Mtu or Brother Sino with Brother Lefa. We're still in the dark. We don't know what happened. The only thing that we have is just speculations. And, people just like me, we saw the comment by Brother Lefa there on the post. Like, he just said, "Congratulations, my boys," right? Which means Brother Lefa is still good with the podcast chance. And I've seen Brother Mtu and also Brother Sino, they're still following Brother Lefa. They haven't unfollowed him on Instagram, which is a good thing, which means you guys can still fix this. You can still bring Brother Lefa back to the podcast. I don't know what you guys are fighting about. I don't know what this whole thing is about, but you guys, I feel like you can still fix this thing. I try to look for what might have happened here, because, you guys were the best duo. Brother Lefa and Brother Sino, they were the best duo after McG and Sol Penduga. When you have Brother Sino and Brother Lefa on the podcast, it was going to be lit. But now we can't have Brother Lefa and Brother Sino, because now you decided to fire our Minister of Arts and Culture. It's bad, guys. Bring the brother back, man. We miss the brother. Let's be honest. If you guys, you read the comment sections, whether the podcast has been posted on Instagram, whether it's on TikTok, even here on YouTube. When you read the comments, you'll find people complaining, where is Brother Lefa? Why are we left in the dark? Why are the podcast gents not explaining to us what happened to Brother Lefa? Because we also want to know. We can't be left in the dark like this, bro. And honestly speaking, this is me. This is what I think happened to Brother Lefa. The first thing that happened to Brother Lefa before he left the podcast, Brother Lefa, he was, remember that thing that happened with that lady who's MT's side chick. So that lady checked him on the podcast. He remained quiet the entire podcast. So that was bad. I agree. That was bad. The next podcast, there was Brother Mto and Brother Sino. They called Brother Lefa and said, today someone might be fired after this meeting. I was like, no, man, you guys are taking it too far. Why are you saying someone might get fired here? Because, I mean, of course, Brother Lefa overdid what he did there. Why did he keep quiet? Of course, that was bad. But then you can't just fire him based on that, because he was on his feelings. Of course, that was wrong, but you can't fire him based on that. And I don't believe that was the reason why Brother Lefa was fired on the podcast. There might have been something else that we don't know about, right? But I still believe you guys can still fix this and bring back Brother Lefa to the podcast, because we want to see that chance there. And also, the next thing that happened after Brother Lefa was reprimanded, and after that meeting that you guys had on the podcast, we saw Brother Lefa on the girls' podcast. You know that other podcast, that podcast of those ladies. So Brother Lefa went to that podcast, and we thought, hello, why is Brother Lefa going to that podcast? Because we thought those guys, they are ops with Open Chat podcast. Why is Brother Lefa going to the ops now? And then later on we understood, because I watched it. Brother Lefa mentioned that guys, we are good with you. People are thinking that we are ops, but we're cool with you guys, right? Although the ladies, they were saying some ill shit about the podcast, but Brother Lefa said, you know what, guys, we're cool with you and all that, right? So some of us were like, okay, cool. Then they are not ops. And then we're like, okay, cool. Brother Lefa is doing the best thing, the good thing, to go and visit those ladies. Then whatever that happened there. And then afterwards, we saw Brother Lefa now. You see, Brother Lefa was reprimanded, and he was told that someone would be fired after this podcast, that episode. Okay, so after that, Brother Lefa went to those girls' podcast. After that, Brother Lefa opened his own show on YouTube. He calls it what? VAR. Brother Lefa has a show on YouTube called VAR. It's strictly about soccer. You guys should go and follow the gent there. Just go follow him and watch the podcast that he does there. So after that, he came back to Open Chat podcast. After he came back to Open Chat podcast, there was Brother Sino and also DJ Charlene there. DJ Charlene said, I see you, Brother Lefa. You are now captured. I saw you started your own thing now. So now you're pushing your own podcast. Of which for me, it was like, what's wrong with that? Like, why are you saying he's captured by just opening his own show where he's going to be talking about soccer? It was not about what Open Chat podcast does, but it was about what he likes to do. But I don't know what the contracts that he signed with Open Chat podcast was saying. I don't know what clauses maybe that he maybe he violated or not. I don't know. But thing is, I'm like, okay, the next episode, I watched the next episode. Brother Mto was there now. And then he brought this thing up to say, DJ Charlene said something on the previous episode where he said, Brother Lefa is now captured. He opened his own show instead of working together with the gents on the same podcast. So I'm like, okay, cool. So it means the gents are not allowed to open their own podcast. As long as they're working with Open Chat podcast, they're not allowed to open their own podcast. I was like, okay, cool. Maybe that's the clause that maybe we don't know about as the operators, as the people who watch the show. the Open Chat podcast. Maybe he preached that one. I don't know. But now, but guys, if that's the case, they were not supposed to fight about that. Brother Lefa was supposed to be brought back to the podcast. Brother Lefa was not supposed to be fired for that. They were supposed to talk. Guys, let's bring that podcast in our network because Brother Lefa is doing good on that podcast as well. I saw now it has more than 1,000 subscribers, which is a good thing, by the way, because Brother Lefa is now followers, like he has followers. Some of the followers are operators, of course, but he does have followers and people who subscribe to his channel and to his views or podcast that he does. We follow him like everywhere as operators. We voted and we wanted to see him on the stage taking that award with Brother Sino and Brother Mtu. But we didn't see him taking that award. But guys, I mean, let's just accept that Brother Lefa will never come back to the podcast again. And it is what it is. But me, I would like to see the gents replying to his comments on the comment section because Brother Lefa does comment on the podcast snippets. Brother Lefa does comment, but the guys, they just ignore him. I just wish guys can just mend their differences and forget about whatever that made them to, you know, just they don't do this, man. Like, as long as they're still talking to each other, maybe on the inbox, since I saw that they are not, they did not unfollow each other. They are still following each other, so it means this thing can still be fixed. So what did Brother Lefa do, Ganti, that is so bad? And here's another thing. I wanted to talk about this. I saw the way they introduced the other gents there. So they introduced the other is it host or guest? Because the guys, for now, I think these guys they're just hosts, right? That are being introduced to the podcast to replace Brother Lefa. But what I think they introduced them in a wrong way. That's according to me. The way they were supposed to introduce these guys, they were not supposed to just throw out Brother Lefa like that. They were supposed to keep Brother Lefa on the podcast and then introduce these guys gradually with Brother Lefa being there so that they can land between Brother Sino and Brother Mtu and also Brother Lefa as well to say, okay, this is how they do the podcast here. Because the guys, they come with a different energy there that we're not used to, which is why people are no longer finishing the episode from start to the end. We do watch Open Chat podcast, but we don't finish it anymore because now, I know there are others who does finish it, but it's so hard to finish it now because now we're being introduced to these new guys, but now the way they're introducing them, they're not incorporating them or including everyone else with them so that they can learn from everyone. They just bring Brother Mtu or just Brother Sino and just the new guy. And then now the energies, they don't mix. That's the problem. The energies, they don't mix just like how we used to Brother Sino and Brother Lefa. The energies no longer the same. That is why people are no longer finishing the whole entire podcast when they're watching. So that's what I wanted to say. But the thing is, I still feel like they can still fix this with Brother Lefa and the way they're introducing the new hosts. They can still now do this thing the best way. Bring Brother Mto, bring Brother Sino, bring the new guy so that the new guy will be able to learn from everyone here. Not just to fill in the shoes of Brother Lefa just like that. That won't happen. It won't happen because the guys, they still need to learn from the pros. I know Brother Sino, he does carry the podcast. He does carry it. That guy is the best thing to ever happen to the South African podcasting industry. Brother Sino, I salute that guy, bruh. That guy is able to hold the podcast from the beginning to the end. Alone. Those guys, he tries to bring them in, but sometimes they will be a bit stagnant here and there. And with the help of the girls, sometimes they do improve, you know. But the new brother there, I forgot his name. He is in the industry. He was in the industry, actually. He just stopped doing his own podcasts not so long ago, but the guy is very brilliant. The guy is very, very good. I think you guys should go and check out on his channel. where he posts his interviews with the celebrities. That guy is very good. Just that for now, he's still trying to understand how they do open chat podcast, but that guy is very, very good. But guys, I was not meant to talk about Brother Lefa being fired on the podcast. I wanted to say congratulations to the gents. I was disappointed not seeing Big Brother on the stage. I wanted to see Big Brother on the stage. I didn't see him. Yo guys, I can't read the comments. I wanted to read the comments, but I can't see it. Comments, where are the comments? Okay, I will read them later. Okay, I wanted to see the team on the stage. When you guys when the guys they were taking the award, I wanted to see the entire team on the stage. But the person I wanted to see was Big Brother and Brother Lefa as well. Not Brother Lefa being there on the comment section, being ignored by Sino and Brother too. He's saying, congratulations, my boys, we did it. And then the team ignores him, but like thanks to the operators, they still talk to the brother, they still acknowledge his work. They are still saying, my guy, you did the best you could. We acknowledge your work. We thank you for everything that you did for the podcast, and we support what you did there. And continue to shine on your own platforms as well. But we still need you back on the podcast. But guys, you know what? Congratulations to the gents, and hard luck to those who are competing with Open Chat Podcast to take that Podcast of the Year award. Hard luck to them. They can try next time, but I don't see them winning it even next year. Next year, Open Chat Podcast is still gonna take it, because right now, Open Chat Podcast is the best podcast in the country, whether you like it or not. Cheers, guys. See you on the next video.